Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video,
Men will literally show up to your house with flowers, look you dead in the eyes and say, I want to date you, will tell you that they have deleted Hinge because they're having a good time with you and getting to know you and they don't need it, will make you playlists to ask you on dates, will make you playlists for the airport, will tell you that they haven't felt this way about anyone in so long, will ask to pick you up from the airport, will call you baby in every other sentence, will ask you to help them decorate their new apartments, will ask you to help them upgrade their wardrobe, and then they will tell you that they're not ready for a relationship because they have to pour into their business. Or is it just me?
yes, although it's painful, I think count it as a blessing that he actually told you the truth, because some guys will not tell you. And most of the guys that do like this type of thing, right, are those guys that they know that probably they are not your type, or you probably turn them down, or you put them in the friend zone. Something happened that bruised their ego, right? Maybe it even wasn't you, but another woman did that to them, and so they'll take it out on you, right? So they will come and they'll do all the things that will make you believe that they are into you because they want to prove a point. I mean, I can get this woman if I want to, I can get that woman if I want to, and so on and so forth, right? Because there's nothing there. They just want to prove a point, to stroke their egos, to say that, well, she fell in love with me, but I didn't want her. All right. So it's very important that you notice when you're being love bombed, so you can save yourself from all of this. And when you notice that you're being love bombed, you decide what you want to do. Some women will take their gifts. They will take everything that you give to them when they know that you're love bombing them, until you open your mouth and say you want something more. And then they'll tell you, look, I'm not interested. Others will not accept anything. They'll just say, you know what? Let's leave it there. I don't want it. I'm not in that place right now. I'm not dealing with me. I don't want to deal with you. I'm so sorry. Let's leave it there. Okay. And others will let them down slowly. They won't say anything. They won't lead you on. They just let everything, run cold. But it's up to you and how you choose to deal with it. But what I'm saying is it's important to notice when you're being love bombed, so that you don't, assume. Don't assume when it comes to men. Don't assume that they are into you. That's why they're selling you the flowers. Don't assume that they want something, more than just sending you flowers. Take everything as face value. If they send you a perfume, they are just sending you a perfume. If they send you flowers, they are just sending you flowers. Don't attach any emotion to anything that they do for you until they've proved to you that this is what they actually want, if it makes sense. But anyway, let's go and hear what other people have to say about this. I'm going to come back and talk some more, and leave your thoughts and opinions about all of this in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you.
You and getting to know you.
How about this one? He brings you and your mother flowers when he stays over at your parents' house. He brings you to his office and has you meet all of his coworkers, and they already know every detail about you. He offers to drive a 3-ton grip truck 2.5 hours away for you because you're too scared to do it yourself. You go through one of the most stressful personal and professional times in your life, and he says, call me anytime, even if I'm at work, I'll stop what I'm doing, I've got your back. Plans sweet surprises for you, is adoring to you in public so that all of your friends are like, marry him. And then when you tell him you love him, he has a panic attack and nearly throws up. And when you ask, well, why did you do all those wonderful, nice things for me if you didn't care about me? He says, I thought that you needed it. Cool. That one was a fucking doozy.
The other day I saw a tweet that basically said men will let you know that they think you're the most beautiful, intelligent, kind, loving, sweet woman they've ever met, and will also tell you they still don't want to pursue a relationship with you. But my thing is this: if they told you that from the jump, they have basically done you a favor. At that point, what you need to do is listen and leave. What you shouldn't do is attempt to change their mind. Sometimes women might hear stuff like this and think, oh, let me work really hard to prove my value, so he wants this relationship. No, he already knows your value. He's seen your value. And the reason why he doesn't want to pursue it is because he knows you have a lot to offer, but what he has to offer doesn't match up. So please do not internalize that feeling of like not being wanted. Like, oh, he says I'm amazing, but it must not be true because he still doesn't want me. No, two things can be true at once. You can be amazing. You could be one of the most, if not the most amazing woman he has ever met. But if a man is not ready, he's not ready. Just leave him alone and find someone who is actually ready and capable of giving you what you want and deserve.
Look you dead in the eyes and say, I want to date you.
Now, we all know actions speak louder than words. And out of the 10 things she listed, only 2 of them were actual actions. So one of them was bringing you flowers, and the other one was picking you up from the airport. Other things were just words and promises that, were never kept. And the playlist thing, I mean, you could just, borrow a playlist from someone and rename it. So it's not like real effort. And I became really suspicious when she said, oh, he asked you to help decorate his apartment and to update his wardrobe. But what did he actually do to help improve your life? Because usually, when you like someone, you want to help them and make their life better and easier. And when you're a hopeless romantic, of course you see every positive action as and a word as like a sign that things are going well and going in your way. But as someone who could look at the situation objectively, I could see that most of the things that he did were just words and not actions. So beware. And sprinkle, sprinkle.
I love that all of these stories are coming out in droves now. I love TikTok. I love it so much. The consequences of stoicism and emotional suppression at all costs to survive and get through life in a male brain. The complete dysphoria in understanding and knowing your needs. And you get these men who have this romanticized idea about what they want in a relationship, but they're not looking inside themselves. They're not understanding what they want from a partner. They're going off this template, this thing that they feel like they should want and they should desire as their role as a male. And it leads to this fantasy period in a relationship where they're like, oh, I want to feel all of the things that I won't let myself feel because I'm not real with myself ever. And then when it all starts to get legit, it all starts to get real, things start moving out of a talking stage and into concrete relationships. They get terrified because they would have to open themselves up to this person and by proxy open themselves up to themselves. And that is too confronting. Just go to therapy, boys. Just do it. You might like it.
One reason love bombing can be so addictive is because when a toxic person adores you, sees you, praises and tells you everything beautiful about who you are, and you feel so deeply seen and understood, and then they take that away, they withdraw, and you want it back. Part of what you want back is the feeling you got from it, the feeling of someone seeing everything that is beautiful in you. But when you love yourself enough, understand your needs, and know you're worthy, you lose attraction toward people who make you question your worth. It doesn't mean you're beyond hurt feelings, but you understand their hurtful behavior was not caused by you. There wasn't anything you could do or didn't do, and that staying will only reduce your standards and never get you what you want. Love bombing then ghosting is a serious red flag, and the initial loss of having someone so close disappear is far less painful than the destructive road that an early behavior like that inevitably leads to.
Yeah, as I was saying, do not assume anything when it comes to men. Don't do that to yourself. I used to be that kind of girl, especially when you're dealing with narcissistic men. They like to beat about the bush to get you to tell them how you want to be treated, where you see this going. And then they latch onto that to manipulate you, use you until they have no need for you anymore. So don't be that girl who kind of speaks before they speak or thinks for them, or put that idea into his head that you want a relationship, that you want something more, okay? Let him show you, let him prove to you that he wants something more. Yeah, because some guys can use that to manipulate you. When they realize that you want more, you want a relationship, they are dangling the carrot of a possibility of a relationship, but they don't want to be the ones that wanted you, right, for a relationship. They want you to commit yourself to them. They want you to be the one surrendering to them. Okay, so they'll say, oh, I don't want this. Then you start chasing them because you're like, now he's shown you everything that he can do. You think he's an amazing guy, and maybe you have to prove yourself and do this and that and a third to get him to come to that place because you think it's about you. No, it's not. It's all a game to them. Don't jump to conclusions when it comes to men. Because they're sending you flowers, they're taking you on trips, they're buying. It could be that they just feel like doing it. They are just play. It's a sport to them, okay? Look at this girl I just found. You don't know what they're saying in the group chat. It's just to win you, just to get you into bed, just to get, you never know. So don't assume when it comes to them. Don't assume at all, right? Like a lot of ladies say under the comments in this, stop dealing with them totally. I mean, it saves you a lot of time. Like, don't do it. It's too much hassle. Yeah. Assume the worst. Assume that they don't want you. Assume that they just want to sleep with you. Assume that they just want to use you. Sometimes it's better to do that. I am trying to be the Lulu, but this has saved my life so many times. Sometimes seeing things in the other way makes things go the other way for you, if it makes sense, right? Sometimes you have to see them in the wrong fashion, because you can't come here being so delulu when it comes to men. They will shock you, they will surprise you, they will use you, they will leave you, and then they'll call you a bad person. But anyway, it's just my opinion. I may be talking rubbish, but if it helps you, you can take what I'm saying, but take everything I say with a pinch of salt. All I'm saying is be cautious, all right? Don't assume the best because they're pulling all the stops for you. All right, it could just be that they're trying to win you over. It could just be that they want someone to stroke their ego. It could just be that they want someone to sleep with. It could just be that they want someone to use. All right, so just be vigilant while you're dating. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And I'll see you again with another video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.